That's what I was getting at. Probably shouldn't do the same test we did last time, but maybe.
I don't know. Mason was cool with it.
I'm afraid did I offend him because he's not back.
Nah.
Tell Lakersha that. She's like, you really are an idiot.
A little bit.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, we're ready. We're focused.
Are you ready?
Let's fucking go. I won't say that again, I promise. What,
Whoa.
what intro?
What? You didn't like it?
I thought it was something we just said. I was like,
It's like, damn.
yeah.
The one with like all the
yeah.
buzzwords and everything like that. Yeah. Not great.
I like this.
Didn't love it.
So
I'm not a real big fan of mine either, but
10
it
minutes.
is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So what are we starting with? Who are we doing?
We are gonna start with the. Wait.
Are we live?
Time out, Sparky. When do we want to mention since we're doing 2 episodes on? Oh shoot! Just hit me.
Oh,
He isn't
about to
starting,
go
is he?
yeah, that's what that is.
He's
right
really starting it. We were having a meeting.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Benchwarmers Basement Banter. I'm Aaron Rogers, your host, and along with my co-host.
I'm Woody. Hi. And hey, the discount double check.
Discount double check.
There we go. I'll come up with something
even got my
cool.
jersey on today.
Yeah, exactly. You got to represent now. You do. Yeah, we are back, and we're going to talk a little more optimistic Cardinal baseball than we have had on YouTube. We've
hey,
kind of been Debbie Downers, and justifiably so, I believe.
We won like 3 games in the last week.
Is that, what do you call that? Is that a winning streak?
Well, we won yesterday. We won today.
So win today. That's a winning streak.
No, we win
gotta get
tomorrow.
3. I'm sorry, I'll slow down. I'll slow my roll.
It has happened before.
It has. It's not necessarily with these guys, but no, they're playing way better, and they owe it to us. We're waiting for what do you call it, a patronage check in the mail for. We literally started this show in March, and like some of the first episodes was ripping the Cardinals.
Well, I think that they were like 7 or 8 games below 500.
They were
20 games into the season.
They were making last year look good.
Yeah.
Last year was terrible. Last year, like we touched on, was the worst Cardinal season of our lifetime. Like 92 here, 93 there for intro to this world.
Since 95, we'd had one worse.
I think you're right. The 94 season when we were infants. Yeah.
Yes.
So, but to our recollect, by far the worst season.
Absolutely.
And they were trying to one-up it for a while this year.
Yeah.
But
now we're above 500.
We are. As of right now, we are 43-40 as of this recording. And the thing is, like, the turnaround date. Like, it's kind of, when did this happen? Like, I believe it was in early May. So when we went on and we're talking about, like, I had a whole show prepared for seller trades. It's like, this thing's over, blow it up.
At this point, we're buyers.
We are. But May the 12th, the Cardinals beat the Brewers 4-3. That avoided a 4-game sweep in Milwaukee. At that point in time, things were not looking good, to say the least. We were 16-24, 8 games under 500. Way back in the division, we were headed out to L.A. And I remember us talking about, before our next show, it's like, this might be the end for Marmol, that's the problem, isn't it?
Nah, that's fine.
Keep rolling?
Nah, let's go.
Okay. That was going to be a problem. Like who would get fired? Marmol, Turner Ward. Like there was a lot of names that we thought could be on the chopping block. Well, we went to L.A. and they actually won 2 out of 3 out there. It's like, what do you do? It's L.A.
Yeah, well,
the Angels.
If they take 2 from us or 3 from us, I think we're talking a completely different game. We're talking heads are probably rolling.
I think so. Yeah. And I think a lot of St. Louis fans are ready for it. You could tell by attendance, like it was time for a change. But they beat LA. They came back, played well against Boston, Baltimore. Still, kind of skeptical. But now things are rolling. And, you look at it, like we were playing terrible ball. Like defensively, the only thing you could hang your hat on was the pitching. And still.
Which is exactly what we thought we'd never hang our hat on.
I think it was the opposite. Like going into your preview, we're like, we have a pretty good lineup.
Yeah.
Starting pitching, it's like, well, we got Sonny Gray. And what'd you call him?
The nursing home squad.
Yeah, the retirement home. Yeah, we went and rated that. Lynn, Gibson, like not the most imposing figures on the mound. So
no,
we figured that would only be a matter of time before it fell apart. The Penn was pitching great. Still, you don't know. Well, sure enough, like I said, that turning point started playing better defensively. The young guys have started hitting.
Yeah. I mean,
When?
we're still not seeing much out of our Goldschmidt and Arenado guys.
But that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's changed now. I mean, the young guys have came along. Yeah, if those guys were hitting, we might be leading the division. Might be.
Maybe.
But,
Yeah.
you know, that's what gives us a little bit of hope, optimism, I guess you'd say, is like when Burley, Gorman even had a stretch. Like, they really turned the corner, started hitting, and it just basically, I think that showing that young promise that we've got coming along, it's kind of.
Honestly, it's looking more like a squad with a future, even after Goldschmidt and Arenado, and it looks
Exactly.
like maybe a team that if Goldschmidt and Arenado start hitting, this is a team that can make a run in the playoffs.
Could do some damage, yeah. And I think that's what's opened my eyes on the trade, because, like, honestly, if you look at this team, this roster right now, like, do I think it's a World Series contender? Not really. But you make a couple additions. You maybe do more than just try to make the playoffs. Like, you set yourself up for, like, postseason success, maybe. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Maybe. But I think now they're within striking distance. They have enough, young talent to supplement. They bring someone in that they could do something. And they could also, these moves we're going to propose to you, could still set themselves up for the future a little bit.
Yeah.
These players we're
Absolutely.
looking at have controllability. So, the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna break this into basically 3 segments. You've got a trade proposal.
Yes,
An idea.
absolutely. I think that we're going to go with the White Sox in trade.
Okay. I've got one that I'm not even gonna say.
Oh,
Team name.
okay.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
keeping our cards
Keeping-
to the vest there.
all
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Holding them to your chest. I get
Yeah. And then I think for the third one, we're
it.
gonna.
Keep your secrets.
That's right. That's how you do it, man. You just gotta little teasers as you
Yeah.
go. And then the last segment will be a little more realistic. So please don't turn us off. Stick around till the last segment. And we might actually hit on one of those. That's probably what Mo would actually do.
Yes.
So, I think at this point in time, we'll go ahead, cut to commercial, and we'll come back.
Yep,
Some trades.
absolutely. Yeah, we'll come back with some trades.
Thank our sponsors.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Give me our lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas,
What?
you better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
And we're back. So, before we get into the trades, I made a very grave error. I forgot to give my wife a shout out.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
can't. Yeah, she did. I mean, she's the real MVP here.
I've
'cause-
seen if she can take you.
Oh, she can. No
Yeah.
doubt. I've got her on weight. I'd like to think muscle. I don't know. She's got that
Yeah.
mommy anger, and she's she's got some moves.
I'd
So
take her
I got
in a
nothing. Oh, no doubt. But right here. The bobbleheads she made for us. It's pretty sweet, and she went through some work for this.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's hard to get the Chinese to make a bobblehead like this, but she did it. She did a very good job, and we've got Bench Warmer Basement swag here. So, We'll advertise that. YouTube, more coming up.
That's right.
But that's our little PR segment there. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to you with your White Sox trade proposal. So how about it, boss?
All right. Well, I think that it's no surprise that the White Sox should absolutely be sellers at this trade deadline.
You don't say.
Worst
record in baseball should
so
sell.
believe it or not, I don't think that we're going to be giving major league talent to these guys. However,
Well-
I think that they've got a couple players that we may be interested.
That makes sense, but I think half the league might be interested in those guys.
Well,
Fair point.
I think you're absolutely onto something.
I think you're right
that
about them being sellers because, like, their team has just, it's been a complete train wreck. Like, the last, I mean, they honestly, like, in 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, like, had a lot of promise.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
a team that you thought was going to win 100 games.
Oh, yeah.
and
Staying power.
Yeah.
They had a good young core. I mean,
Yeah.
they had Lou Rob. They had Jimenez. Nick Madrigal was a part of that.
they got
Cease.
Andrew Vaughn coming up.
Andrew Vaughn, yeah. I mean, Giolito. Like, you go down the list, like, they were going to be stacked, a force for a while. I don't know how this has happened. It's fell apart. Like,
Well,
so I think they're smart, though, to go ahead and recoup. Like, cut
it's the
your
Comiskey
losses.
curse.
It's something.
It's the Comiskey
Well,
curse.
I don't know how that works when they win a World Series after that. But
Well, it's fine.
good theory. Better than I got. I don't know. So what you got?
All right, so I think that we're going to try to make a deal to add Luis Robert, a guy that we probably should have had since 2017 anyhow, but,
That would have solved this problem.
But here we are.
That few more bucks, we'd have had a stud. But
Yeah. But anyway, I think that we're going to trade him, and I don't think he's going to be necessarily super cheap, but I don't think it's going to be a guy that is going to be terribly expensive because of his health issues.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think that in order to get him, we are going to have to give up a guy that some people have given up on. I haven't. I think we're going to have to give up Jordan Walker.
Gosh dang.
I
You
think,
had to lose me from the start.
I think we're gonna have to give
still
him
am a
Jordan
Walker believer. I really am.
all
right.
I'd like to say that we could get it done with Dylan Carlson being the centerpiece of that
I
trade.
know.
But I don't think we will.
I don't
He
think
just
so at
doesn't
all.
have the value he used to.
No.
And I think after that, we're
We've ruined
probably going to have to give up a top pitching prospect as well.
Okay.
I'd like to stay away from Tink Hintz. I'd like to stay away
Really?
from him.
See, I'd rather put Hintz in a package than Walker, truthfully, because
Okay.
pitching scares me.
Yeah. I
Right.
think that the White Sox are probably going to value some hitting because, pitching gets hurt.
Yeah.
And pitchers don't pan out as often.
That's fair.
And
Which we're also
so I
talking
think
about
that
Lou Rob getting
Walker's
hurt,
going to
so.
have a lot more value than what Tink Hintz does.
Oh, well, I
after
agree.
that, I think
I
we'll
agree.
have to add a pitcher, but we'll have to add our top one because we already have Jordan Walker in there.
Yeah, I think Walker, if that's your starting point, like, that's a heck of a starting point. I don't know that you need a lot more than Walker. for
No,
Robert.
I would say after that you may add in a major league outfielder, which I would say Newt
Oh,
Bauer,
you
but
do
I don't
want to
think
give
you
him major
need.
league talent. Okay.
Well, just a little one, just one that's got team control. He's not playing. He's not playing that much.
Are you talking? Oh, sorry, not Newt. Who are you going with then?
I'm going Newt. I'm going
Okay,
Newt.
so Newt and Walker.
But this is actually
Okay.
going to. When I get to that, I'm going to add Newt. I'm going to also add in a pitcher, being
No,
either
is this-
McGreevy
Okay,
or
okay.
Graceffo. So either one of those.
All right.
But the White Sox are going to give us a pitcher as well.
This would be a very talented lefty, would it?
Yes. Guy with a lot of strikeout potential. Done really well. He's
you're
been hurt a
swinging
little
for the
bit.
fences, buddy.
We're getting that pitcher we need to bolster our starting rotation, and that is Garrett Crochet.
Okay.
So,
but what else?
At this
we give
point,
him?
are you better okay with getting Jordan Walker in that trade now that we're getting both of them?
Oh, if you could get both of them, yeah. I mean, I'm much more willing to part with them. Like, I'm still. Crochet is a heck of a talent. He really is. That is the epitome of selling high, cashing out on him. Like, he hadn't started a game for this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the stuff, dynamic, electric, the
I'm
durability.
a little bit concerned about he's maybe on a little bit of an inning cap this year.
I think he should be.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, for them right now, I actually read something the other day that they were talking contract extension with him and didn't go anywhere. So it said they're going to try to trade him, which, like I said, for them, I think is smart. Baseball's about maximizing assets. He's got 2 more years of control. He's got a checkered past with injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Trade him now.
Most pitchers
if you're the
do.
White Sox. That's fair. It's not, what have we said before on YouTube? It's not when they or if they'll get hurt. It's when.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is. But yeah, I think they should sell him. Man, I would love to have him. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a matter of like, is it worth giving up like Well, is it worth what you're going to have to give up to get him because you're buying high?
Yeah. So
So
here's
keep going,
here's
yeah,
the total
yeah.
proposal.
Okay.
So far, I've got Luis Robert and Garrett Crochet, and we're
Okay.
giving up Jordan Walker, Lars Nootbaar.
Are we giving up part of the brewery in this?
No,
No,
no.
really? Okay, I was
no.
wondering that.
Beer stays in St. Louis.
Okay. It's expensive enough for us at the game anyway. so-
Exactly. So we're going Lars
All right,
Nootbaar,
all right,
Jordan
all right.
Walker, and
Okay.
either McGreevy or Graceffa. Do we think those three pulls it off? Probably not.
No.
So we're probably
No, I
going
don't
to have to
think that's
add in another one. You may have to give up both of those guys or throw in a guy like Luken Baker. Or
I don't think he'll have a whole lot of
No.
interest for them, honestly. I think if you want to go that route, you're going to have to sell the farm literally. Like,
Oh, you think you're going to have to do
I
Walker
think
and
Hintz.
Hintz?
Yeah, I think Hintz. Oh, no doubt. Yeah. I think because of controllability, you've got 2 more years of Crochet. You've technically got 3 years of Lubob because he has options for 26 and 27.
Right.
That's 5 years of control for 2
But is
known
that a
commodities.
team option or a player option?
It's a team option.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he can't. That's club control. So, I mean, that's a lot. And it's been rumored that they want a Juan Soto-like package for Robert. You're not getting that.
No.
Luis Robert is not. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. A lot of talent. He's not Juan Soto.
Juan Soto's a
Not-
generational talent.
Absolutely. Yeah. And he is healthy. Like Juan Soto for
Yes.
his career. After I say that, I think he missed a couple games last week. But, you know, he got hit by a pitch. Everybody has.
Right.
But no, man, I really think to do this, like Walker, Newt has a lot of value. I'll give you that, and he's
Probably more than what Cardinals fans who see him every day realize.
exactly. You know,
Uh,
he's a sabermetric darling.
Yes.
Like I mean, the analytics love him defensively, offensively. Like his exit velocities, all this plate discipline. Like he is the complete package there. He's just not on the field as much as you would like. Here's
Right.
Robert coming back, same deal.
He's the same guy.
Yeah, he was lefty version of him. There you go. Okay. So we got Walker, Newt, Hintz, Graceffa, say.
Or McGreevy,
Or
whichever
McGreevy.
one that they value more.
I almost think you might have to give up another piece. 'Cause,
Okay.
Why I say that?
You got your boy Chase Daniels.
Why? Chase Davis. Yeah,
Davis,
yeah,
sorry,
right,
Davis.
Yeah. Man, that might get it done.
Yeah.
I could see them eyeing like one of our stud lefties down there, like Cooper Jerpe. Quinn Matthews is really taking a step up this year.
Yeah.
They're gonna want that 5th player. That might get it done.
Maybe they like a power hitting bat in Joshua Baez.
That's a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Dang. We honestly did not talk about our trades with each other before, and a lot of the names
No.
you're saying, that's who I'm saying. It's not because they're garbage. But
And even
it's
if
like,
we did talk about them, I think I came in completely different than what we did chat about.
Yeah. Yeah. This is like, ooh, on the fly trying to think.
Yeah.
Ooh, my little brain's got to keep up. But that might get it done. For me, it's like, do I really want to give up Jordan Walker? And if you get, like, those are 2 of our biggest needs. A center fielder up the middle like that. Crochet, if he stays healthy, like that is your co-ace, Sonny Gray. That's our 2 needs.
Absolutely. And Luis Robert, if he can stay healthy,
Yeah.
could be a good middle of the order part of the bat.
Absolutely.
He
He'd
can
be here
honestly,
for a
he's
while.
quick enough guy. We could hit him 2 or lead off.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that 2. Well, if Newt's gone, that 2 hole wide open for him. I like
Yes.
Win 1, him 2. I like that. But he would slot anywhere. He's very versatile. I mean, I'm not gonna totally poo-poo it. I don't know that there's any chance of it happening, but mine is not much different.
At this
Not
point,
gonna lie.
I think a lot of fans would love that trade because they're
Yeah.
tired of watching Jordan
Yeah.
Walker pound the ball into the dirt.
I agree. I agree. That one would hurt if he figures out how to put the thing in the air.
Yes.
It's like said with him, like, man, guys like him with that physical stature ability, they don't grow on trees, and like it could be a simple tweak to get him to elevate because his exit velocity's off the
Well,
chart.
the thing is the Cardinals.
Oh, us?
Do we have any way of getting that tweak to happen?
I do
Because
not
It
feel-
seems like people get traded away from the Cardinals, then all of a sudden they're the second coming of Babe Ruth.
Yeah, if you guys on YouTube want to watch that, we discussed that in one of those episodes. It is, yeah, it really is. But I still have faith in him. He's young enough. I'd like to see what he can do. I'm not going to totally poo-poo the trade. The thing I will say, last point on it, there's going to be a ton of bidders for Robert Crochet. Like, there's a lot of competition for
Oh,
them.
yeah.
That's what I think is going to drive
I think
the
it could turn
market.
into
Like,
a bidding war.
if I had to, I think they'll both get moved. If I had to peg a team, I think the Dodgers will get stupid aggressive because they
Of
can.
course.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Dodgers and Baltimore. I won't rule out the Phillies for Robert. So I think we got competition, but final verdict, I don't hate it because I'm kind of like you. Like, we've squandered these prospects.
If that trade
go
were to
for
be
it.
made, I think my final assessment is I wouldn't be in love with the trade because
Mm-hmm.
of what we gave up, But then again, I'd be like, at least Mo's doing
Yeah.
something. At least we're looking like we want to be a team that can make some noise in the playoffs.
I agree. We're trying to win.
Yeah.
We're not satisfied with just getting in. We want to do damage. We want to take a shot at a ring. So, I'll give you
All
that.
right, with that, I think that assesses my trade. We're going to go to break, and then we're going to come back and see what you got cooked up for us.
Fantasy GM time. Here we go. So, yeah.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Florida for all your custom and promotional needs.
All right, and we are back. So we hope you're still with us. Like I said, we're bringing a little bit of fantasy GM to this. You know, we should have brought our fantasy baseball trophy for this.
Ooh.
Be like, yeah.
I don't have a baseball trophy. I've got the football one.
Well, I do have a baseball one. It was a duplicate because one a few years ago, but still counts. Still counts. But no, like we said for his and for this one, like we are not expecting this to happen. And you can rip these ideas if you want. We're having fun with it. That's what fans do. And we're trying to put a little credibility, a lot of thought into this of what we really need. Like, we're wanting the Cardinals to actually try to win a playoff series. Try to...
You mean not just sneak in and then get bounced out?
Right, and hope we get lucky. It's like a little history lesson that happened in 06 and 11, and that's what Mo's still running on. Is
I think that's what he's based his entire life on.
Nothing to do with we had a guy with number 5 on the back... Yachty and the
number
other
4.
One, and we had a lot of guys get healthy too at the right time. Had a veteran-laden team, veterans that won playoff games on both of those.
Mm-hmm.
So I do not think you can compare this team with that. So that being said, he just pitched the White Sox Robert Crochet swing for the fences package.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the same. What the heck? Why not? So
let's hear it. Let's hear it, big guy.
I will give to you at least with yours. Those guys have been mentioned as available targets.
Yeah.
Mine's not. It's not. This, you're going to bear with me. Like, this one's really a bit of a stretch, but the way I've looked at it, it is a realistic possibility. I might think about it, and this is my all-star starter from the AL, Tariq Skubal. I'm going big game hunting. I saw your face. It's like,
yeah. Well, I mean, that's the building block of their entire team. But
it is. But how soon do you think they're going to contend? Because he's only under contract. I didn't realize this till looking into it. Through 2026. That's 2.5 years of control.
Okay.
If the Tigers think they have a chance of winning in the next 2 years, then yeah, there's no way he's available. But this year's been I think this year they thought would be their year. I did. I picked them to win the division. Great. But no, I think that it's kind of been a reality check for them. And I mean, I think they're in a position when they are ready to win.
Maybe if that Torkelson guy would have panned out.
That'd been great. Like if he wasn't in AAA right now. Yeah, that'd have gone a long way. They've got a good prospect system. They've got a stud Max Clark, an outfielder who's 2026 7's his ETA. He was drafted out of high school this last year. Like they've got some young talent like that. Riley Green's out there. Like they've got some pieces. Yeah. But I don't know that they're ready to win the next 2 years. And like we were discussing about the Crochet, why not with these guys? Like when their value is this high, you really need to consider cashing out.
For being a young arm, and after those 2 years, if he keeps pitching at the pace he is right now,
well,
they're gonna have to pay that man.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. And I mean, they have this guy named Javier Baez. It's decided he doesn't want to play much baseball. It's a big albatross. Their payroll. I'm not saying they can't extend him, but I wonder if they would extend, or if you're going to sell him, like now's the time. And I've also been looking at some other pieces. Like what else? I know a center fielder would be ideal, but what's the other thing we're lacking? Like
someone to bolster our starting rotation. Like,
yes, that's the number one. You're right.
A right-handed bench bat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mark Cana. Insert him.
Okay.
He's a professional hitter. He's, I believe, 34. I mean, he's not going to wow you, but he's good on base. He's drives, runs in. Like, he would be our best bench bat and play. He actually could play some corner outfield, too. Like, he would play, I think, more than he wouldn't on this team.
More than likely.
Very good bat. And he's a free agent end of the year. So, I where they're at in the standings, why not move him? And in this trade, like, we're going all out. We're filling all our needs. Because another need I think we're going to have down the road is bullpen. Because our bullpen's been great.
They're getting pretty taxed. It
seems like we're back in the Matheny days where every day you look up, we've got a lead. You got Kittredge 7, Romero 8.
Well,
and then Helsley coming in.
Well, maybe if we could stop just getting those 5 and dive starts.
Yeah, that would be great. Or like we were at the game this last Sunday, not to get too off subject. Lance Lynn, 6 innings. He had thrown 78 pitches. We're like, all right, he's coming out 7th. Here comes Kittredge. I'm like, what are we doing? I saw that Marmals want to cut back on innings.
It's like we literally bought Lynn
to eat innings.
Yes.
This is a 35-year-old workhorse. If you see trouble, sure, but he was rolling. Who gives a crap? Who cares about next year? Like, there is no next year, maybe. So, I was like, what is going on? I was like, he's got to be hurt, cramping, nothing. It was just, we're watching innings. I'm like, all right, you can watch innings, but we're at 78 freaking pitches for Lance Lynn.
Yeah.
Come on. So, anyway, I think the bullpen could be an issue into the year. Shelby Miller, an old friend.
Okay.
He's, I think, still got pretty good stuff once he transitioned to the pen to help out an area there that could become a problem.
Starting just never materialized.
It did not, which that's fine. I mean, about half the starters nowadays, that happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you might ask me, okay, crazy, what are you going to have to give up for this? And I hate to copy your trade, but there's going to be a lot of similar pieces.
Well, those are, we don't have a lot to offer that people would be interested in.
We have, in my mind, our system does have depth. Like, pitching-wise, we actually have depth. Will it materialize? I don't know. But,
never does.
It doesn't. No. Not lately. Not been great. Since the Wainwright, Flaherty, we developed him.
We developed Wainwright, but we didn't draft him.
Fair. Yeah, it was a Brave.
We still traded for him.
We did. Hey, we did good on that one. But that's been 15 years ago. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's why a lot of these names overlap, because this is like, what do they want in your system? It's pretty obvious. So. I did have Tink Hintz starting out the trade, top 50 prospect in the 40s, I believe.
Just got voted to the minor league all-star game.
Yeah, he is. I think teams would want him. Controllable pitching. There you go. I'm going to throw Newt in there, too. Newt, I mean, like we discussed earlier, he's a sabermetric darling. Like, and that ballpark is a big, spacious ballpark. Him and Riley Green in center. It's a pretty good outfield. He covers ground, gets on base.
And he's got a cool name.
Good hitter. Oh, yeah, it sells shirts.
Yeah.
We have game Sundays. There's so many of the Newt jerseys with like 5 O's.
Yeah, that's not enough.
He sells. It's not even close. Like the dude sells. I mean, puts butts in the seats. So I got those two. I got Thomas Segisi. And he is a top 100 prospect. His numbers are not the best this year, but the last 2 years, pretty solid bat. Still rated pretty high. Not a power bat. He's a hit over power prospect. That ballpark, I actually think, I know this sounds crazy, not a power guy in that ballpark. It's spacious, but doubles, triples, like he can play the infield. He can second, third, a little bit of short. He can move around.
A young Matt Carpenter, if you will.
Actually, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Except for just, hey, keep hitting your doubles. Don't try to hit home runs.
Well, Carpenter turned that into his after 30. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know that the same, but he's a solid young player. And I had Joshua Baez in there too. Like, it's a lottery ticket.
Mm-hmm.
It's low floor, high ceiling. See what happens.
And I think that a good comparable to him would maybe be Nolan Gorman, except maybe not quite
That is fair. That is fair. I don't know about the streakiness like Gorman. Probably the strikeouts. Yeah.
I mean,
Gorman
all through the minors, the 30% plus.
Yeah, that's
K
where he's
rate.
at now. At the game, he was 37% the other day. So maybe he'll get hot this week and I'll drop 5 points. He does that.
Yeah.
But, and you're gonna have to give up more. Like, I'm not done there. I mean, this is gonna hurt. Like, Graceffo, which once again, not to just kick him around like he's a lost animal there, but he would fit the bill for a lot of teams. Like he's close. He's major league. He actually came up, looked pretty good in his debut out of the pen.
Yeah.
He's got pretty good stuff. He would fit there. If they don't like him, there's McGreevy, there's Seth Roberts, there's some other right-handed options. Here's what might hurt. In order to get it done, instead of Graceffo, if that's not enough, they might take him out, and you might have to throw in one of the lefties, like between Cooper Jerpe and Quinn Matthews. That would hurt.
Okay.
That would hurt. But honestly, to get Skubal, he is a known ace, known commodity. You know what he's going to be. These guys like Quinn Matthews, I mean, what I like about him, he was a kid, if you remember, in the Collegiate World Series last year. 156 pitches. Who does that? Nolan Ryan?
Well,
he's a throwback, man. He went out there. Yeah, I mean,
pretty easy to do that when you're 1920.
Yeah, well, but look at what they're doing in development. Guys are 50 and they're done. This is an outlier, I think. He says stuff. There's actually been an uptick in velocity. Like, he could be very good. He could. But we're getting a guy we know is good. So, my official package, I'd love to go Hintz, Newt, Sagisi, Baez, Graceffo. If you take Graceffo, I'll have to put one of these lefties in.
Our firstborn child.
I was just going to say naming rights to the stadium, the next stadium built. I wasn't getting too crazy,
Okay.
I mean, boy, but if it gets it done. If it gets it done. No, just kidding. I don't want to touch Chase Davis. I don't want to touch Jordan Walker. Sorry. I still believe in the big guy. Big guy hit ball far.
Yeah, big
hard.
guy.
Maybe it will be far eventually.
Right now he hits it real hard into the dirt.
He does. He really does. So maybe they'll start to elevate. I really like Cooper Jerpe. He is, in my mind, I'm not going to say he's a Chris Sale. You can't compare guys like that. But the delivery, the crossfire, similarities, tricky stuff. Hitters don't pick it up.
Hides the ball well.
Strikes out a lot of guys. Yeah, I like his upside. But like I said, I'd give up one of those guys for him. So I think there's my proposal. We're going to go ahead and take another break, and we'll come back with Mo-like players to target. Maybe a few more still we just
not
like.
Great.
So, not great. Mr. Dry Eyes. So we'll be back with some more realistic stuff here in a minute after the commercials. So we'll take a break.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Carson Auction Realty is the one-stop shop for all your real estate needs. With over 40 years in business, Carson Auction Realty is the only company in the area that offers public auctions, real estate brokerage, and certified appraisals. If you're considering selling your farm, home, or commercial property, give us a call, and we can assist you in every step of your real estate sale, from pricing your property correctly to properly marketing to find any potential buyers, and most importantly, selling property for top dollar. To contact us, go to our website, carsonauctionrealty.com, or call our office at 662-4911.
Welcome back.
We're back.
So we just wrapped up our sections where I made a trade with the White Sox, and we got Robert, and we got Crochet.
It's just like that, Mo. See how easy it is?
We're all about the silent T's in my trade. So
I like that. Man, that's impressive. I hadn't thought about that. You're like
and then you went with the
Skubal, man.
Ace,
I went
ace.
with that's right. That's what I want. That's what we need. I'll tell you what. Still don't know that you would match up great against the Phillies. The Dodgers, they choke in the postseason anyway. You got Skubal Gray going 1-2. I feel pretty good. Honestly, I would take my shot with that rotation.
Well, what do you think about us going
with Crochet?
With Crochet being 1-2, but also we got Robert hitting in that 2 slot.
I do like that. I do. But how do you like this? If we keep Jordan Walker and he figures something out,
well,
he's hitting number 2 there.
And okay, I like it.
I hope. I really do. I still have faith in him. But enough of that. Thank you if you stayed with it this long, because, like, yeah, these are a little out there. It's not really Cardinal-like trades. But you know what? We thought it made sense. We're having fun. So now we're going to slow her down, change gears, more realistic. So,
Okay.
what do you think about we go out west? Or do you want to go with your White Sox again? You're the White Sox man here.
Nope. I've got actually something that's going to be a trade after your own heart.
Oh, I like this. Okay, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, let's go with you go first, and I'm going to make a trade with the Angels here in a little bit.
Well, that's where I was starting, actually.
Okay.
That's where I was starting. Oh, you cheeky devil. I know where this is going. I do. I know where this is going. I'll start with the Angels, and yours is going to beat mine. But I'm not saying I'd love this or advocate for it, but I could see us going after Tyler Anderson, Kevin Pillar, a package deal. Kevin Pillar would play a pretty good center. Thing of it is here, like with the outfield, like adding everybody, like we could have a logjam coming up. We need that bat right now. But like I said, with Edman, if he ever comes back, I don't know.
Well,
Michael
that's been a really weird situation.
Yeah, and it's a wrist. And that seems like that does not go well for trying to hit, a ball or for any power. So, I don't know where that's at. If that's up in the air, honestly, Kevin Pillar would be an upgrade over Ciani. They might even platoon. Ciani's, and I'm not ripping him. I love the kid. Like, he's played great center field.
Yeah.
He's been awesome. Bats came around a little bit. Kevin Pillar's having a very good year. He is a pro. He's been around a while. Just trying to make a playoff run. That'd be a good guy to have on your roster. Tyler Anderson, he's our lefty. Little rotation stability at the back end. Why I'm not real pumped about it is because I feel like he is any run of starts probably can fall off a cliff. Like his underlying numbers are not near as good as like the baseball card numbers.
Yeah.
He's pitching over his head, but still he will eat innings, back of the rotation, way better than a guy like Steven Matz.
I sometimes forget that Steven Matz actually plays baseball.
I do too. When I'm mad and thinking about stuff, I think of Matz. So there you go. That hit me. Yeah. I mean, it would fit a need. Now, do I feel good about him pitching a playoff game? Not great. But we're talking more realistic here, what they might do. So let's hear your Angels. Oh, sorry, to give up to for that? Probably going to have to look in the Graceffo. They might even have interest in Carlson. Like, because he's got a little more control left. He does not have much value, guys. Like, it stinks. There's a lot of hope for him. But that's just where his careers went. There's not a lot of value.
Yeah.
I'd be fine giving him up. A lot of deals, I really would. I think he needs a new start. So what do you got from the Angels?
I'm going to get something really simple. Player for player. A guy that they're giving up on, and a guy that we haven't gotten the chance to really showcase yet.
Is this my boy?
This is your boy.
Yes!
This is your boy. I'm going to go with Joe Adell. We need that right-handed bench bat like you were talking about.
I already love it.
I think that the Angels are probably about ready to give up on that train.
Rightfully
so.
Yeah,
Rightfully so. He showed some flashes this year, so maybe they're thinking this is when he's finally got some value and we can drop this egg.
That does make sense. It really does. He hits the ball stupid hard. That's why I've always been a sucker for him. Hits the ball hard. He hits the ball hard. There you go. He's athletic. He really is.
He's fast.
Strikeouts are a problem. Not the best defender. He's not. I'd like to think
he's 25 years old.
On him. Yeah, there's still upside.
There's still upside. I don't know how much team control he's got. I think that's pretty
I think it's similar to Carlson, actually.
Okay.
I think it's similar. I'd have to look into that, but I think he only has another 2 years, maybe.
I know we don't need another Carlson, but we could use another right-handed bat.
Well, no, but I like his upside over Carlson. Truthfully.
Okay.
The only problem is I don't think he plays center like Carlson can, but we got other guys.
Well, he has played center before.
I don't think it went well.
I don't think anywhere he's played has went well.
No, it has not. That's fair. We do have a DH now. We do.
That's fair. I think that he could be a good bench bat that can provide some power. Not average, obviously. But he could be a power bat and a guy that goes in streaks. We need that right-handed bat, and I don't think it'd take much to get him.
We just got to lay Turner Ward's eyes on him. There you go. Look at what he does to these young guys.
I'm going to say that maybe we give up a guy we could probably get him for Joshua Baez and then some other no-name. I don't think that it'd take a lot to get him.
I wonder if that could work, and I know a lot of people might be like, well, you're getting a guy of almost less control for Baez, a prospect with big upside. Honestly, given the way their games translate with each other, I'm good. Well, I'm good with that. It's Joe Adell.
They're basically you presented to the Angels of we are giving you a second chance at that lightning in a bottle.
They're similar skill sets, is what
Yes,
I would say.
we will take the guy that we know's not turned out well so far and see if we can make him help us this year. We'll give you another chance at having a guy that's going to be boom or bust just like that.
Yeah, and that might do it. Like, I think they'll have to throw someone else in too.
Yeah, and I'm saying just
pitching, they need pitching.
Yes.
Someone like Adam Cloffinstein, I don't know.
It doesn't have to be even a top 20 prospect in our system.
It
or
would
30.
probably be in the 20s, mid-range.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you're talking a top 20 pitcher, it's like, all right, you know.
Yep.
So I like that. We're going to move on. You got another one? Or
That's all I've got cooked up with the Angels. I might come back with something in a little while.
What do you think of Eric Fetty? I've seen this link to him. And
yeah.
For me, it's what do you have to give up to get him? Because it's like Anderson. It's like, all right, it's another arm. You kind of know what he is. The White Sox might as well cash out.
You know, I actually think that you're right on pace with saying this is a Mo trade just because just like when we were getting Ozuna in the Marlins trade, it's like, okay, there's 3 pitchers or 3 outfielders that are available. Let's get the third one. Let's get
well, the top 2 options are gone. So, yeah, I can see that here. It's
so
like,
it's like,
right,
okay, there's 2 pitchers available for the White Sox. Let's get the lesser one.
Yeah. After all the smoke's gone, all the flare and all, it's like, hey, Fetty's still here. You want him? And yeah, he's going to be all right. Yeah.
Let me jump in that dumpster.
Yeah. I mean, look at, gosh dang, through the years, you know, we got Monty. We went out that one deadline. We got John Lester. We got J.A. Happ. He's better than them, but it's in the similar mold. And they signed him 2 years out of Korea, is where he had pitched. They might as well cash out. Like, while you can get
him and Michael still have something to talk about.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe they can have a stash contest. And grow
they can take turns eating lizards in the bullpen.
I wouldn't put it past them. So, all right, he's good for morale. There we go. We got that. But I think he would help I think he would make them a better team. Will they make noise with him in the postseason? I don't see him as a difference maker. No. It depends on what you give up. If you give up, like, I don't know, you know.
Does he save some innings for some guys
like that? Yeah, next year he'd fit into the plans. So there is value there. You give up something like, I wouldn't want to go any higher than like Graceffo, Roberts. Like, give them 2 pitchers. And I don't mean to keep kicking Graceffo, but like I view him, you know, sorry,
poor guy's
buddy.
Been in every trade offer we've done tonight.
Yes, he's easy to he's a comparable player for other guys.
He's major league ready. He's in the majors right now.
He is. Yeah, and you know, that quality of arm is what I think we have to give up. Like, you could throw in McGreevy instead, Reverse, something like that. 2 of them. Yeah, I'm good with that. Not much more though. I've looked at Oakland, some Brent Rooker and Paul Blackburn. I was a little more interested until I saw their asking price for Rooker.
Oh my gosh!
And
I actually saw something that I sent to you guys earlier today, where they thought that we'd have to put Jordan Walker in there.
Yeah, I think my response was an explicitive. I will not say on here, and no. I was like, no, not going there. I mean, Rooker they picked him up off the scrap heap, which good on them. If you can turn him into a top 50 prospect, even somewhere, as he does have 3 more years of control, I believe. But the Twins were done with him, basically got rid of him. And Oakland, I mean, cash out. Like, they're like the White Sox. They're not going to win next year, the year after. Do it. But I don't want it to be at our expense. And the guy's restricted defensively. He's not a good fielder. He strikes out a lot. Had a great year. You'd be buying high. I'm going to pass.
What do you think about their starter out? Like, what do you think about throwing in Alex Wood?
Is he actually healthy in pitching? Because I feel like every time you look at it, like...
well, I mean, if we're talking to the A's, do you think we're kicking the tires on Alex Wood?
Well, that's what I thought.
Or Stripling.
Paul Blackburn. He's on the IL right now.
Yeah.
But he's a guy that, you know, I could see them wanting, move on from him. I think he's another year. He might be a free agent. I think he's free agent into the year.
Yeah.
I know he's hurt right now, but like I said, he's supposed to come back, I think, before the trade deadline.
We're talking dumpster dive picks. We're talking Mo here.
We are.
Well, you know he's looking at those guys.
Yeah, and I don't hate Paul Blackburn. He's not a bad pitcher, but we're talking making a difference, like actually winning in the postseason. He doesn't do it for me.
Well, it's like when Mo said he's going to get 3 pitchers in the offseason. You saw the 3 he got.
He stuck to his word. And after Sonny Gray, I was like, all right, here we go.
And
so maybe
then
trade for Glass now, and then we see what happens. So, you know, I think we know what we're dealing with. I've seen this link to Framber Valdez, possibly. I'm going to come on here and say the Astros are not selling. I
don't think they should be.
No, they've caught fire. Seattle can't hit. They have amazing pitching. They've left the door open for Houston to get their stuff figured out. They've got pitching coming back. Their owner wants to win. He said it. he's not breaking the band up.
This is a team that won the World Series, what, 7 years ago? 6 years ago?
No, they won in 2021.
Oh, yeah, they won in 2021
and they had
as well.
won in 17.
17 is what I was talking about. I forgot they won against
They've won
us.
2 of the last, like, 7 or 8 years. Like, they're a perennial contender. They're not going to – I don't think they're selling. Another one, Cal Quantrill, Colorado. I'm not a big fan. Flaherty in Detroit. He's been mentioned, available. I'm pretty sure he's going to say, heck no, coming back here. I know they could still.
I don't know. I think the fans
clause,
would say heck no to having him.
I think we've went down that road. Like, I just don't think that's going to be a fit.
I agree.
I really don't.
I agree.
If it wasn't his name and you saw those stats, what the guy brings
Oh,
to the
yeah,
table,
we want him.
It's a fit. Yeah. But no, I think that bridge is burned.
Agreed.
And I think buried. So, last name I'm going to mention, Zach Eflin, Tampa Bay. They're actually paying a player money. They don't like to do that.
So obviously they got to get him out the door as fast as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As soon as you say Tampa Bay, you kind of cringe. It's like, oh crap. Who do you want on that trade list? Okay, we're not trading him.
Okay, so that's who we're keeping.
Yeah, exactly. But he actually, I could see being a fit. I like his stuff. He came around. He's thrown it the last couple starts from his curveball more. He wouldn't be bad. I'm always leery trading Tampa Bay. They're gonna be like, yeah, Walker. Let's start with him. No thanks. So I think there's some names he'll throw out. I could see any of those guys being more likely to be a Cardinal than what we proposed.
Yeah.
But we want to win a World Series. We're not sure if Mo wants to.
Well, he just wants to get in.
Yeah, he does. Get in and see what happens.
But I think that kind of wraps up what we're doing tonight. And
thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed the ride. And, hey, we're going to come your way with more fun, crazy content. I mean,
oh, yeah.
That's what we do. Baseball,
hopefully
football.
you can keep watching us, and hopefully we keep, not getting canceled.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, we're going to try not to suck. So, all right, thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next episode. See ya.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Give me our lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zinc Building Center and